Hi guys, Brain here from Junkyard Summit. So today's video is gonna be my last for 2019 and it's gonna be a 1600 USD or 80,000 Philippine peso PC build log / build montage for a friend that is looking for an upgrade to his aging i5 3570 and GTX 650 Ti. The reason for this upgrade is mainly for gaming. So what he wanted is a system that could run most modern and AAA titles easily, and at the same time a desktop that can last him for a couple of years. Luckily, his timing is really good as memories and SSDs these days are really cheap, and at the same time there are a lot of CPU and GPU releases, meaning he has a lot of choices to choose from. But before we go to the actual build itself, just a quick run through on today's parts. First, the processor. I chose the Ryzen 7 3700X as while not being the best in terms of gaming performance, this makes it up by having 8 more threads as compared to its Intel counterpart, the i7 9700K, while at the same time being much cheaper as compared to the latter. Then I will pair this up with the Asus TUF Gaming X570 Plus. This is probably one of the best budget X570 boards with recommendations from Hardware Unboxed and Der Bauer. Also with the X570 chipset, not only we are getting PCIe Gen 4 support, but at the same time guaranteed optimization for our Ryzen 7 3700X. The memory will be Team Elite's Vulcan TUF Edition 16 gigs of DDR4 kit. This is a 3200 MHz kit, though not the fastest. It's definitely one of the better price to performance RAM kits, and at the same time it goes well with our X570 TUF motherboard. For his CPU cooler, my friend wanted a simple air cooler as to have lesser maintenance. So what I got him is the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Black RGB. This is fully capable of cooling our CPU even with mild overclocks or achieving higher PBO results. This also has RGB fan, so the extra bling won't definitely hurt the build. Storage will be the Intel 660p 512 gigs NVMe drive for the boot drive plus the mostly used games. Not the fastest in terms of sequential read-write NVMe performance, but this SSD is way faster than all SATA-based SSDs. Then I also added a Seagate Barracuda 2TB mechanical hard drive for his other softwares and his document files. For the GPU, what I got him is the Zotac RTX 2070 Super. At this budget, he could either go for the cheaper 5700 XT or maximize those sweet frames with the 2070 Super. Gaming with this card is absolutely amazing as you could run most games in high or max settings easily. Also, being an RTX card comes with the other awesome features such as ray tracing support, DLSS, and the newer Turing-based NVENC encoder. Then our Seasonic Focus 650 watts GX will power all of our components nicely. This is a fully modular PSU and has a 80+ gold rating, meaning efficiency will be better than a lot of cheaper PSUs out there. And lastly, to house all of our components, what I got here is the Asus TUF Gaming GT501 mid-tower case. This is actually large for a mid-tower and should have no problems fitting most of our parts. The case also includes 4 fans, 3 120mm RGB fans for the intake and a single 140mm non-RGB fan for the exhaust. This setup will cause a positive air pressure, which is great in controlling those dust intakes. Total system cost is around 80,000 Philippine peso or roughly around $1,600 US. Also, a lot of parts were bought online while some were bought in stores. And before we go to the actual build itself, I also wanted to add that my friend needs a good monitor with high refresh rate. So what I got him is the Asus TUF Gaming VG27AQ. This is a 27-inch 1440p resolution and 165Hz max refresh rate that should be perfect for his setup. I'll do a more personal review on this monitor on a separate video. And with that, let's go to the actual build montage. Now onto some gaming performance. We can see that most games that I tested were able to push over 60 FPS at 1440p max settings. Lowering some settings, especially those anti-aliasing, could give the game more frames, thus utilizing the high refresh rate of our monitor. Competitive games such as R6 Siege, Fortnite, and PUBG are perfectly suited for this build, as the extra frames that you are getting from the GPU fits perfectly with the new G-Sync over adaptive sync feature of our monitor. As for the build experience with the GT501, it has been a long time since I assembled on a larger case, and it's really nice that I can fit everything easily and cable management is not a problem at all. So that is all for this one, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's build video, and if you do, let me know down in the comments. Huge shout out to my friend Hennessy for allowing me to build this amazing rig, and also huge thanks to you guys who watched and followed me this year. And I will continue to do more review and budget builds in 2020, so stay tuned. And for those new viewers out there, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Once again, this is Brain of Junkyard Summit. Thank you and see you in 2020.